What's up, everybody? We got Patrick, Cree, James, John Boys, Crappie Day. Give people some time to get in here. Yeah, we got Creo in there. Oh. So, how's everybody's weekend been?
Just lovely.
Yeah, I went out this morning, as you guys know. Sat out in the rain for about good 4 hours.
That ain't good.
And you know me, it was raining before I left. I was like, the hell with this. I'm going out, and I went out in the RCT jersey, shorts, and some tennis shoes. I had two runs, but they threw the hook. It was like, damn.
James, don't worry about what's behind me.
Didn't
You,
take him
you'll
long to notice.
you'll find that out later.
You see nothing, James.
Pat dog.
What's up, Parker?
No shit. Early. Uh, Tiny and the crusty old fart evening. How you like that?
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Well, evidently, I mean, that ain't right. But it's okay. Parker in here early tonight, Lance.
Yeah, he just continuing from a couple nights ago. He was in everybody's live this week, just giving
Hey.
everybody hell.
Oh, yeah. Hell, I was just commenting over there on Jeremy's show last night, and he gave me some bull.
Yeah.
Hey, it wouldn't be Parker if he didn't.
Yep. Exactly.
If he didn't do it, I mean, we'd have to either make a road trip or get on the phone and find out what's going on. But so you sit out in the rain all day for nothing, though.
Oh, it's never for nothing.
Well, I mean, you had a good day of fishing in the rain, but
Yeah. No fish to show for it today.
yeah,
Man, they were jumping like 5 foot in front of us.
it's
One
cold.
guy where he cast, because he was casting spoons. He right where he casted, after he started reeling in, salmon jump over there. And I can cast all the way across because that part of the river, it's not that bad. It's not that wide. Well, with that jigger, I can reach all the way across, no problem. But we have boats going up and down.
What, it's about 50 foot?
Nah, it's about 100.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
100, 125 at the most, I would have to guess. That ain't nothing. But I couldn't get over there. That's where they were a lot of them were jumping right next to the wall on that side.
I'd have thrown it over there.
Man, not with these damn boats trolling back and forth.
That many of them, just throw a snagging hook.
I wish.
I'd have let them have some string.
Is that frowned upon for salmon?
Yeah, up here they outlawed it up here. Down in Illinois, they snag because in Chicago and stuff because they don't know how to fish in Chicago.
Hey, what's the difference? James caught 2 boats already.
Jeremy just catches his own boat.
The same day, James caught them. Wasn't 20 minutes apart.
Cold Creek, Butterflies and Sunshine. Thanks for coming in.
Parker said he going to work out. He going to work out at that supper table. That's what he going to do. But yeah, I'd give him some. I'd give him some line, Lance.
Yeah, I've done that before. Man, guy came right up on the line. I just hit that button on the reel, let him go.
What I'd done was I'd give him some 10-footer with a 7,000 on it with about 400 yards of braid.
I did a couple years ago. I did that to a guy. He took a little bit more than half the spool of the 6,000. I let it free. I hit that free spool, let it go. Boy, he wasn't happy because he went where we was. There's boat ramp, and he went to that boat ramp. Boy, he got his boat up. He's kicking his motor and kicking the boat, the trailer, pointing over to us like, "Oh well, man."
I say you look okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Byron found it.
He found it. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah.
Well, John, how was the Bass Pro?
It was interesting.
Yeah, good old Memphis.
I mean, it was the show went good. It really did. We had it. I mean, it was a good show. The weather, I think the weather had a lot to do with the show, the turnout, but we still, I mean, all in all, we done good considering.
Considering the weather, it was very good.
Yeah, because we got Saturday morning when we got there, it wasn't raining Saturday morning, but then it started raining and
right.
Then it quit, and then later that evening, the wind come up, and it was giving 7 kinds of trouble. But all in all, it was good. Ashley, there ain't no mustache wax. That's old age. Old age and community coffee. That's what that is. And she gonna get as bad as Parker. Oh, that's good. She just take up Parker's slack. Therefore, when Parker comes back, it doesn't. Oh, here we go. Danny Stone.
What's up, Danny? Why do you keep calling Danny the Wind?
I didn't have a problem with Danny. Danny was all good, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Byron found a way to talk trash about 100 different brands all in one there.
Yeah. But it was interesting walking around in the store with him. Trust me.
Yeah, I missed that part.
You missed that part. You'd had fun.
What about the 15-foot surf rod somebody bought?
Oh, the one that when he got in the parking lot, he went to put it together and the guide fell off of it?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I ain't gonna mention no names, Bradley.
Wonder if he's used it yet.
Probably not.
That
rod was 15 foot and it had 6 guides on it.
Wow.
Am I right, Tank?
It was one of those aluminum pipe type rods, 3-piece.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, he's out right now.
What happened, Tank? Lance was when he got in the parking lot, he put it together and we was going to take it apart. one of the eyes come off of it, one of the guides
Yeah.
fell off. And we kept telling him, take it back in the store and get another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little scared about that. But Saturday morning, Pat Dog took that thing right on up in there, showed him the receipt, got a nut, and come right on back out with it.
Yeah. They ain't gonna give you no problem.
Speaking of last weekend, John, anything new last weekend?
Just
What we
yeah.
selling?
Huh?
What we selling new last weekend?
Oh, we sold a little bit of new last weekend.
Did that have anything to do with what's hiding behind you that you don't want to talk about?
They're laying right there. That's going to come about. Yeah, you're about as itchy as James is.
I am.
Yeah, that's the new line of rods from Ancient Mariner. Fresh off the press, that's for sure. Fresh enough off the press that I spent the day before going to Memphis. I spent about 3.5 hours on the highway trying to find it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He was chasing mail trucks.
I was chasing DHL.
You know that scene from the first Fast and the Furious when they took over an 18-wheeler?
Yep.
It was like that, but it was just John and a Dodge.
Lance, I left here at what time? About 3:15.
Yeah.
I went all the way to Kenner, almost to New Orleans.
Yep. I know where it's at.
I argued with them for a while to find them. All right. It was what, 4:30? 4:45? When I left Kenner.
Oh, you were making time.
It was right at 5 when I left Kenner. They had done shipped them between me getting to Kenner. They had done shipped them from Kenner to Baton Rouge.
Wow.
So when I got to Kenner, I found them in Kenner. That they'd done shipped them to Baton Rouge. By the time all that was said and done, it was 5 o'clock. The Baton Rouge store closes at 6. I said, somebody better be there because I'm rolling up. We pulled in the parking lot in Baton Rouge, DHL's office at 10 minutes to 6.
Yeah, DHL, man, their shipping is as bad as the post office.
Yeah, look, all of it's like that right now. Every bit of it. I don't care if you use UPS, USPS, it doesn't matter. DHL, FedEx, they're all the same. They all messed up right now. Totally. You're right, Fire, and they are the best.
It was worth the trouble, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because that's almost all we sold up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, how many rods you got in that shipment, and how many are left?
I'm close to what? I ain't got but what? Maybe 30 rods. 29?
Out of 80, 70 or 80?
70. Danny, don't be telling people that. I might get busted. I might have hit somebody with that and put them in a bad way. Look, I don't know what was beyond that concrete wall, that line of trees. I don't know what was beyond all of that. But it went there. Way out there. Oh boy, he was wondering how far it would cast.
Yeah.
So I sent it.
Some say that bank weight's still flying somewhere.
Oh, it went out there. Oh, it stopped. I don't know on what, but it stopped.
On what or who?
I don't know. Danny wouldn't go check. I sure wasn't going. Look. I mean, Danny was the first one that was going to rat me out. Said, "Man, you might have killed somebody over there." Man, I don't know. It's on the other side of the trees. I was casting in the parking lot until they got too many people because I was casting it way over in the road and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat, I'm sorry about the creature leader also. Right along with Danny's crimson red hook on it too. I tell you what, Lance, I drug that hook across through that parking lot for probably 30 minutes or more.
Jeez.
It was still sharp.
I don't doubt it, man. What's up, Jeff Bill? It ain't easy to get laid down here, that's for sure. I've been tempted to catch one of them trucks going down the interstate, fall into a truck stop.
You want to show them off first, John, or you want to show the little tiny catching preview?
It doesn't matter, however you want to do it.
I can do that. That's just a minute.
But yeah, it's that ain't. I mean, I won't see the cat.
Mine?
All right. Oh,
He's sitting over there. There it goes. All right, just a few quick clips for me and Jeremy fishing yesterday. Fiddle. There it goes.
I don't know why he was in a hurry. It wasn't going nowhere.
He gets excited.
What's up, Big Wrench?
Notice how I grab this rod and yank it to get him in the net, how much that rod handles it.
Man.
That's a scary thought, huh, Lance?
That's just the German alloy hook set. I love it every time.
What'd you say, Antoine? But look at that.
Look at that. Not Jeremy.
Look at that. Look at that. Now he's doing that. He's doing that.
There's a 44-pound blue in 2 miles an hour current that I'm horsing into a net. And I don't normally suggest grabbing a rod that way, but I wanted to see what would happen.
Hey.
Yeah, you right, Creo.
Look, it's simple. Hey, it's simple. When we test this equipment,
Yep.
This new equipment that comes out, when we test it, when we say we're gonna stand behind it, it's because we done put it through all the situations.
And notice my thumb's on the spool.
Yeah, because
there's no drag coming out. I full I was
locked
putting
it.
some grunting to it.
Because to bend it like that, you got to put grunt.
Yeah, that it is. Let's see. When you go back to Jeremy, this is the bend of, same about a 45-pound fish, 2-mile-an-hour current. And he was pulling here. Good pull. Notice how smooth. This is what me and Jeremy were talking about. Notice how smooth that bend is. I think you can see my mouse. It's a
just
very,
one.
very smooth bend throughout the rod. It makes making fun of my thumb. It makes a very smooth fight. When those fish would take off and run, it would absorb the shock, and we could fight them really, really well.
It trust me.
Yes, that's a little pressure, and see how it progressively just gets.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the end there, he got it. The fish was below him. He got a little more bend out of it.
Oh, y'all ain't put no bend in it.
Our fish are getting back healthy. Look, the healed scars on them now.
Yeah, I can honestly say it's tune approved. The rod is definitely tune approved, Lance. Because what I done yesterday was I banked the tune up in some pretty nasty situation on a rock point full of revetment, rock, and you name it, cable everywhere, and all this good stuff.
Look, I can make Jeremy dance.
But Danny, you'd like the carbon, Danny, because I fished your situation yesterday, and I was in some nasty rocks, revetment, and it done good. It pulled them up out of that bottom, and then I made sure they got hung up, and I done my best to try to pull that 3 or 4 foot of pontoon off the bank. I was working on it until the string broke. So you can pretty much guess the pressure I was putting on it.
Enough?
Yeah, it's 40-pound mono suffix. And yeah, it'll break at about 43, 44. So I just locked her down and rolled back with it.
Yeah.
And I ain't had no problem with the rod. I like the way it works. And it really, truly, it casts really smooth. You
I
could.
think I only cast it once, but Jeremy said he definitely noticed the difference.
Oh, you trust me. I cast it every time yesterday just to see and check, and you know how it is, Tank. We got to go through the ropes with it. And yeah, it will cast really good.
Creek catfishing, wondering what is that rod he was using.
That is the new carbon fiber rod from Ancient Mariner, the 7.6 Corval.
That was the one in our hand. Was the yellow. That's the yellow caught most of our fish yesterday.
Let's see if we can make this look good. It has the black rubber grips.
That grip is comfortable.
Yeah.
Man.
Machined aluminum reel seat. Here comes the fun part.
We're about to put John on full screen.
Oh, definitely.
I'm trying to get it to where you can really.
For the people who haven't seen these in person, camera does it absolutely no
No,
justice.
man, look, we've been, hang on, I'll try to dim some light just to try to help it out. I mean, we've been working really hard trying to get really good photos to justify the rod.
Yeah.
But that is not a carbon wrap. It's actually a carbon wrap. And babies are pretty. That's the white. The white with the carbon in it, the carbon fiber, it makes it look a silver color.
Yeah, to me it looks almost silver or smoky gray.
Yeah.
Show the balance of those.
This
Being a
is
7'6" rod.
This is the orange. Hang on, let me try something, y'all. Hang on. Hang on.
You can actually feel the texture of the carbon fiber when you pass your hand on it.
That helped, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's not bad. Kind of showing the texture.
It's that, I mean,
man, they are pretty rough.
It's not the guide wraps, it's kind of shining. The guide wraps are beautiful.
Yeah.
Aaron put a really thick epoxy over it, so it looks really deep. And even though it's carbon, it's tough.
Oh yeah.
It's not just going to chip.
Byron said they glow in the dark with or without black light.
It will glow without the black light. Now, check this one out.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Boy, it doesn't tell you, man. A camera just don't do them justice.
Especially next week, my video will come out. When you look real close in the sun, I swear they sparkle.
Oh, they got a metallic to them. You can tell. That blue is beautiful.
Yeah, if you can. Yeah, that camera's just not showing those guide wraps and stuff. Like, if you haven't seen these rods, you're not seeing anything for how good they actually look right now.
I mean, like Danny said, if you lay them down, you need to watch where you lay them because they will they light. I mean, they're not heavy at all. I mean, that's the balance. I mean, they balance. All your weight on this rod lies between the foregrip, the rear seat, and the butt of the handle. When you put that rod in your hand like this,
yeah,
you don't feel hardly anything on the tip of that beyond that foregrip. It is light, trust me.
It's a very noticeable difference while casting, while fighting. You really feel it, how light that rod is.
So,
Danny, hey Danny, there you go, Danny.
Oh, he was staring at him in Memphis.
Yeah, Billy, that's a nice blue.
I mean, it like I said, it's nothing. This is a yellow, but it's more of a gold.
Yeah.
With the carbon.
Yeah, that's the same color as the one that was in our hand, and you can already tell it looks different than in the sun when we had it.
Oh, it does. I mean, like I said, we've been fighting it the last few days. Well, last week, trying to figure out how to get really good photos of this carbon fiber and it's hard. I mean, you can get good pictures of it, but the pictures is just, I don't know why, it's just hard to show the actual beauty of the rod.
It's the depth of it that it's just so hard to capture.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said,
Yeah, Jeff, that's that's all Spiron does is saltwater fish.
yeah, they good for saltwater.
And Spyron's right. Some of these guide wraps, you can't even see the color on them good through John's camera. They're way, 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 way better.
Okay, now this is the pink one. And you see, it's pink, but it shows up purple on the screen.
Yeah.
But I mean, beautiful. Look. See how you got the pink in the wrapping also?
Yeah.
I mean, knocked this one out of the park. That's for sure. And look. I don't care. You see where I'm holding at? Look, look me in the rod.
Yeah, that is not how you're supposed to bend that.
All right. I told you I put these rods in all scenarios.
And anybody, because I was used to some carbon a little bit from bass fishing.
What's up, Fishing Fever?
I'm used to hearing carbon and thinking it's like fragile.
Yeah.
Well, if this was fragile, Danny, we don't have a purple in the carbon.
Ignore that, John. I just sent it because I'm going to try to share this.
We don't have a purple in the carbon right now, Danny, because we took what we could get at the moment.
That's one of the okay pictures, if you want to share it for a second, that somebody took for me. Still not great, but it
you got
does a little bit.
You got the picture of the blue one I sent you, Tank?
That in this picture, the pink and the orange, they look real similar.
Depending on what light you're in, they change a bit. What's wild?
Just send it to you, Tank.
Did you send it to me on Facebook?
They sell for $130, Jeff. Free shipping.
This one?
Now that's what 5 ounces of lead on the end of that rod with about 1.5 pounds shad.
I gotta check and make sure where I'm scrolling first with messages between me and you.
All right, look, Tank.
Before I pull up the wrong one.
Tank.
That's the two you just sent me there.
Yeah, I got something else coming at you. This is with light and without black light. Did you?
Apparently it's having trouble playing this video on Messenger.
Hang on, let me make sure.
Medium heavy, ain't they?
Yes. I believe he's going to make a heavy, but these are medium heavy.
Yeah, Jeff, the medium heavy, but a heavy is on the drawing board.
Also, still a lifetime warranty.
Yeah. Come on, Tank, work your magic.
Pull me off the screen so I can work on it without fear of showing the wrong thing.
Oh, heck. There we go.
I did it. Patrick sent me a cool picture.
Did you get it?
I'm working on it now. Just talk about something.
But yeah, they
are equivalent to the heavy action Hellcat.
Well, I don't know. All I said, I ain't saying that. Keep my mouth shut.
I think he's just talking about the action, not everything else about it.
That ain't it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything, Tank. Y'all know me, Tank.
Can't get the video to work, but I will pull up what Patrick just sent me. Quick picture. Got a close-up of his green that shows the carbon.
Yeah.
It's the real thing. It's wild.
I'm getting some pictures to you, Tank.
Man, it looks like that close up there. It looks like snake skin.
It's like a basket weave, snake skin.
Yeah. So I'm gonna guess, because I ain't had them in my hand. I'm gonna guess the tip of that rod is real sensitive.
That's an understatement.
Lance, now let's see. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna go all the way to the 9th guide. You see me?
Yep.
All right. Now, does that look like it's sensitive to you? I'm serious. Does it look like it's a soft tip? That don't look like a soft tip, does it?
Nope.
All right, because you got me stretching on this one. That's not a soft. It's not soft tip, Lance. But you can take this rod right here. You can put the grip of that rod in somebody's hands, and you can put it against the throat right here, and just hum, and they'll feel it in the butt of that rod.
Nice.
Yeah, while I show these pictures, me and Jeremy had, besides those two big ones, we had some like 2 pounds and under, and some that couldn't even eat the bait we were using that wasn't even very big. And we could feel like if the fish sniffed it, we could feel it. In fact, when I caught mine, he was watching me. It'll be in my video. I had the rod loose in my hand, and I was sitting there telling Jeremy about, okay, I feel him. He bit it. He just moved his head, and I could tell him everything that fish was doing, playing with that bait. And then all of a sudden, the big fish hit it and tried to pull it out of my hand.
Danny, did you actually catch them bending the rods? Did you catch that one that Spiron was bending that rod at Memphis? That's without black light.
Right.
That's nice, man.
If you saw Spiron bending that rod at Memphis, I wasn't scared of the rod breaking.
Yeah.
I was scared of the tip of that rod coming out and hitting somebody and taking part of their chin off or their nose or something. Yeah, they are trust me, it's way beyond what is expected of a carbon. That's for sure.
It we've yeah, like Jeremy's saying in chat, sensitive enough to feel the difference between the silt and the hard bottom while he back bounced the Creole rig towards rock piles. So he actually was back bouncing, and I did one too. Back bouncing just a normal 8-ounce coin sinker on a Creole rig, not bumping
Yeah.
rig or nothing. And we were back bouncing it through silt and rocks to get in position and could feel everything.
That's what I'm saying.
With
It's
mono, that wasn't even with braid, and we can feel everything. With braid, it's got to be insane.
oh Jeff, trust me. If I say it's tune approved, that means I've done things with that rod over the yesterday's fishing period that not normal people would want to see. Because you can ask Tank right here, Jeff. I've showed him what I do them off the bank, and I trust me. I put the heat on. If I tell you I put some heat on it, I put heat.
Yeah, and we only caught those 2 good fish. We had to make a short trip because we had stuff to do, but we both high stick those rods on purpose, pulling those fish in just to see. And I've never had a rod in my hand handle that size fish in current at the boat like that. It felt amazing. I could actually manhandle a 45-pound fish at the boat.
I boat flipped a 10-pounder yesterday.
What's up, 922?
Well, I didn't want to bend over and pick it up.
That's just tune life. You just boat flip everything.
Well, I mean, ain't that how you test it?
Yep.
I mean,
that's one way.
Eventually, somebody's going to do it, right?
Well, I know me and Jeremy have a way to accidentally test them whenever we're anchored, and the currents we spot lock, and the currents making the boat swing back and forth maybe 10 feet.
I hang one up.
Yeah, the rod. Yeah, when the rod gets hung up and pulls the boat back over for us.
That's
Do
it.
it with the challengers all the time.
What's up, Crappie Day?
That's what I do. I'll hang one of them up on purpose, and put it in a rod holder and just let it hold that pontoon straight.
Jeremy had a description when he was talking to me, if I can try to remember how he put it. It felt like the more pressure we put on the rod, the more it wanted. Like us doing what we did to that rod was not stressing it or putting it to its limit at all. It was enjoying it. Like, give me more.
Sounds like the all-around rod, man. You can bump with it, anchor fish.
That's Jeremy Creole did describe it that way on the way home. Is we'll do further testing to confirm everything, but it feels like a rod you could buy 4 of that rod, and you could bump if you had to. You can definitely anchor. You can pull boards with it. You can suspend. We've done some testing on stuff here and there.
Yeah.
It feels like it could handle any situation that you want to throw at it.
I wasn't scared to throw it in a rock pile. Actually, where I was fishing at, I was actually fishing at about, I don't know, 38, 39 foot of water. But I was fishing on the outside of 15 foot of water that wasn't nothing but rock and revetment and cable and everything else.
All the fun stuff. Yeah. Creo said the more pressure you apply, the more it gives back, like a rubber strap.
Like if the example me and Jeremy said, and I told that to John, anybody that knows cars really well, it's like a perfectly tuned adjustable shock
Yeah,
that helps you do things.
yeah. And you're right, Pat. If it's hung up, it's a rod anchor. It's a boat anchor. I've Pat's been on the boat with me before, and he'd tell me, "Hey, that's hung up. It's all right, just holding the boat straight." But yeah, it's like a well-tuned shock.
Yeah.
It long story short, it's hard to describe because they do so well. We're not used to describing things that do the things this rod does.
Yeah, I ain't used to that shit. I'm used to odd things. But you know, it's always been this situation. It's always you've had to help adjust or tune out a new product when you start testing it. You find that when you're coming out with a new product, you're always looking for the improvements that needs to be done on that product.
Right.
You know, well, since we've been with Ancient Mariner throughout this short period of time of us doing these testing on all of the original, which we started with just our feedback through Ancient Mariner and him back with us, this is a result of all this information going together. There ain't no tuning and adjusting on this one. It's right there. The tuning and adjusting was done in the tuning stages on the first set of rods, and here we go with the new carbon fiber, and we don't have to tune on it. I can't wait till we get the heavies. We're also gonna have we're also gonna have 10-footers in carbon.
Yeah, that's the one I'm waiting on.
I'm waiting on that also. I want a 10-foot heavy, extra heavy.
John, we're going to meet at the hydro, and we're going to test some 10-foot carbons.
You want cast contests?
I know you'll win a distance contest, but I'm talking about when we get them things hung up and.
Oh, I'm all game for that because you know I do it. Look,
I've seen you yank on the rod. You're not big enough to really test them that hard.
But hey,
put all your weight into.
Tank, the first day he seen that 10-footer in action and it was hung up, I said, "Let me show you how to do this."
Well, he was trying his best to put some more bend into that rod. He was on his toes, leaning backwards at like a 45.
Laying back, my arms was quivering. I was like, "Come on!"
The rod wouldn't move.
I pulled it to its point, and I couldn't go no further with it. So
that was the same day Big Wrench had a what was like a 10-12 pound blue.
Yeah,
he just had the rod up, and it was just hanging off the tip of the rod for a picture.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. People say, why you want to do these crazy things like that with these rods and everything. It's not that we're doing crazy things with them, but there's gonna be a point in time where someone that is not as experienced as most of the rest of the catfish community is going to have these rods in their hands, and they might do these crazy things, as everybody calls them. And if you've tested that situation already, you don't have to worry about that rod.
Yeah,
because you know it's gonna hold up.
Because like when I high stick that rod and you saw the little video of it, because I know customers will make a mistake and high stick some rods.
It's gonna happen.
I want to know before I sell it to them, will it handle it?
Yeah, these will. You know, that's the thing of it. I mean, look, I'm just like anybody else that fishes. When you're sitting there in that boat and that rod just rolls over, there's only one thing on your mind. That's get him in.
Yeah.
You don't you try to pay attention to everything you do to get that fish in, but that's hard to do, especially when he gets by that boat. Once you see it, it breaks the water, it makes its final run. That's when you forget every damn thing you're supposed to know.
That is a stressful time when that big fish sees the sun for the first time coming out the water.
Yeah.
They don't like it. Where some people fish, there's 2 to 5 or 6 mile an hour current helping them.
Yeah.
You mean like where John fishes?
Yeah.
Hey, Danny, that's what I done to yesterday. I fished that rod in your kind of stuff, and I was able to get a 30 up out of that hole through them rocks. Once he took off running, and once I put the pressure on him, he had no other choice. He was coming up. But I know where you at with the longer rod. It does help get the rig off the bottom, especially if you don't have a fish.
Yeah.
They got some 10s coming in carbon, Danny.
Started dancing in his chair.
Yep. But yeah, it's I'm well pleased with it. That's for sure.
This is an understatement because I had expectations and standards, and
hey, Carrie.
It well beat whatever expectations I had.
Oh yeah, Byron, the reel does help a lot. That's why I gotta send Danny. I gotta send Danny 2 green albatross. I forgot to give them to him in Memphis.
Oh, I had that albatross probably at half to 2/3 drag, which is max drag for most reels.
I usually don't run but about 20, 22 on it at the most.
It was probably about there. You know,
you can
max
just,
drag for an Abu, basically.
You can just make it start to move with a good pressure on it, and that's it.
And then half the time, I would thumb the spool. If I don't want the fish to get tangled in something, I'd thumb the spool, turn his head around.
That's it.
That rod did amazing.
Yeah, it as they say, that's my new friend.
The Challengers were my hands down favorite. I don't want to use anything else. I've used that rod for 1 day, and I'm like, I don't want no more Challengers. It reset the bar again.
I think this one's gonna hold the top of that list for a minute.
Until Spyron comes back from his secret laboratory with some other crazy good product, and we're like, oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? You know when he really comes up with these things is when he works all night. Well, I say all night, 2 or 3 in the morning. That's when you got to watch it because that's when these new things come out.
John boys, these are 7'6", so that's going to be the closest to 8 foot.
It's just so expensive to ship 8-foot rods now.
Isn't like 710 the limit before the shipping goes up a lot? Something like that?
92 inches.
Exactly.
And if it's 92 and a half, they're going to charge you for a 10-foot pole. Yeah, because they'll make you cut a ½ inch off.
Yeah.
They'll make you cut a 1/4 inch off. It has to be 92 inches.
hate for business and profit and money to come into things, but making shipping that much more would just make the customer have to pay so much extra money for a product instead of being 6 inches shorter.
And it's not the companies that's making their products.
Ooh.
It's not. It's UPS, it's USPS, it's FedEx, it's DHL. It's all of them. DHL is almost double the price.
I was amazed this week, John. If you want to say how much a cardboard rod tube costs, I was mad about it when you told me.
What?
How much a cardboard rod tube costs?
Oh, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's insane.
Dude, have any of y'all ever have y'all been to the hardware store lately here in the last few weeks and priced a stick of thin wall 3-inch PVC pipe?
Yeah, it's insane, man.
It's $23 a pipe.
Yeah.
No, I'll talk good about them when Spyron and John ship rods out to customers and it's all free shipping. You know how much they're eating that they could be making in profits?
Yeah.
Really
like, I just want to take the chance to shout them out because they're very nice for it.
I'll tell you right now, Tank, $30 a rod.
Yeah.
Well, actually $36 a rod.
Yeah.
Is what we eat.
Mm-hmm.
It's I was mad when you told me the price of those tubes.
Like I said before, and y'all know this, and I've preached this a lot. The the package as a whole, one solid piece, has to be 92 inches, 92 or less. Because if you get over the 92 inches, they're either gonna charge you extra, and it's a lot extra, or you're gonna have to cut it.
Why the 10-footers are all 2-piece.
Well, you see, Jeff, that's when we started Rivercast Tackle and we got involved with Ancient Mariner. Our goal was to bring some of the best products to the community of fishing at affordable prices. I mean, come on. We know it, and everybody else knows it. Catfishman is the everyday Joe. He works all week. So we trying our best to make it affordable for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the tournament fishermen, no, it ain't that. It's we doing our best to keep it affordable for everybody. And that's the thing. I mean, hey, I said it before when we started Rivercast Tackle. I ain't here to get rich. If I was here to get rich, I wouldn't have started it.
You'd be charging shipping.
Yeah, pretty much.
That'd make a big difference.
Yeah, Danny. That's a true statement there. Shipping prices keep going up, and they send them to 20 different places.
Well, that's another thing. That's another. It's amazing on that.
Yeah, don't get him started on it. It's. Spyron's going to bring in the iPhone.
Yeah. You ship a package from Long Island, New York. It goes to Virginia. It goes to Maryland. It goes to Ohio, North Carolina, Memphis. Now, wait. Now, when it gets to Memphis, the shit gets lost.
There's a black hole in Memphis.
There's a hole in Memphis. It just sucks everything up, and it takes them weeks to find it. You know?
Yeah. Man, I've had packages go from Milwaukee, go right through Sheboygan, go up to Green Bay, and then 2 days later it makes it back to Sheboygan.
And it gets lost in Memphis, and then you try to find it, and all you can get out of them is it's in Memphis.
Yeah.
You go to John's house, you ask John, hey, where's that rod shipment you said's coming? First thing he does is get a fresh cup of coffee before he starts the rant.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man, because Memphis is just it's screwed up on shipping, and it doesn't matter if it's DHL, UPS, FedEx, any one of them. If it's gonna come through Memphis, you're screwed. You're screwed because we're still trying to find a box of the Ancient Mariner Albatross 7000s right now. We tried to find them when we was in Memphis because I went and dug them up out of whatever hole they was in. You can't find nothing out. Oh, it's in this facility or that one, and
right.
That's why I try to stay away from shipping, because I tend to get aggravated and want to get in the truck and go take a road trip. Find my stuff. Yeah. But yeah, the shipping, I mean, we're not getting rich off of it. That's for sure. And I've said that from word go with Rivercast Tackle. You know, Lance has been with us since the very beginning.
Yeah.
And he knows that was the purpose of us doing what we done, to bring a good product to the community and not get raped in the process.
Yeah, and I would love, I'm trying to find it. Somebody else find me an all carbon rod for $130 with a lifetime warranty. I ain't found another one.
I mean, we could charge $130 for the rod plus another $35 for shipping, but then that puts you at $165 on the rod. I'm not going to lie to you. Not your average guy that works every day can afford to do that.
Right.
So why don't we just make $2 or $3 and let them benefit from it?
That's why we still have the Albatross line that you can get for $80. Not everybody can afford the $130.
That's right. That's why we have the Contender, and we have the Albatross. That's like the Challenger rod. The Challenger rod's $100 on it. I mean, it makes it affordable.
We could easily sell a Challenger for $150 and these carbons for $180, $200 easily. I guarantee, with the quality in those rods.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's not how you put gear in the hands of the common folk.
That's
all right.
That look, it's the everyday Joe. You know, it's the everyday Joe. Don't get me wrong. Hey, it would probably benefit us if we had 40 tournament fishermen using these rods. Then you'd have everybody saying, "Oh, if they use them, they got to be good." But you know what? I don't need that. We want this in the everyday guy that gets up and goes to work every day, goes out on the weekends, enjoys fishing, has fun doing it, and they can afford it.
And if you've met any of the River Cats crew in person at a show, if you walk up and you don't have the money even for our gear, or you don't fish for things that our gear is good for, we won't sell it to you. We'll say, not that we wouldn't, but we'll advise you, hey, this is more what you need, not our stuff.
And yes,
honesty and respect for the fishermen, for the customer.
That's it. Look, that lady that she really wanted that carbon rod, but she wanted a spinning rod.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she really wanted it, but
we could have.
I mean,
we had a guaranteed sale.
She was waiting for us to convince her waiting for us to say, "Go ahead, buy it. It'll work for you." Yeah. But we didn't do that. I mean,
I tried to get her to buy the Challenger 10-foot, but she really wanted the carbon.
Yeah, she wanted the carbon.
Yeah,
and that was the main thing. We just straight with her and said, "Hey, look, this is not what you're want. This is not what fits you. It doesn't suit you. Don't buy it. You're not going to make us mad. But we don't want you to buy something that's not what you're really wanting, and then be 3 miles down the road and be depressed about it because you bought it anyway because you really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't do that. I mean,
James even, there is a lady that came up and started asking me. It was a lady and her adult daughter, and they wanted to know, we're just getting into fishing. We would like to catch a fish. And everybody in here knows what we sell for river cats. This isn't your first fish type of gear, right? Like, what is a fish? So James literally took out his phone, looked up about a $40 spinning reel combo, and we told her, take this, go get a box of worms and a pool of water, and go catch you some little brim.
Yep.
Get started.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we do. He could have sat there and sold her a rod and reel combo, knowing good and well it wasn't what she needed at this point because she doesn't know anything about fishing to start with.
Yeah.
But he turns around, finds what she needs to get her started, and tells her where to get it. I mean, no big deal.
You got that right, Creo. Creo said we're all just regular people and weekend warriors, just like our customers.
Yeah, I still got a pile of ugly sticks and every kind of off-brand reel in the shop that if I'm going to a weird spot where I might lose one in some mud, I'll still use them.
And yet, Danny, you're right. That woman was ready to tear him a new one on that one. When he said he was getting a rod and not her, that didn't go over well. But so Jeff, I hope we answered all your questions. So needless to say, we probably will make less money because of shipping going up, but we're still going to help out all y'all in the process. That's what we do.
They selling fast. I think the day John got back to his house from Memphis, he sent 12 to one shop, 12 to another shop.
Yeah.
All over.
That's right, James. That's what sets us apart from the rest. And if you ever, if we're in a town that we had a show by y'all, any of y'all guys in the chat or whatever, come by and check us out. You ain't got to come by nothing. You ain't got to come by nothing at all. Come by and check us out, and you'll see the type of group of people you're dealing with.
Yep. It'll be an in-person Sunday Night Live.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just hanging out.
Yeah. Well, hell, it's like that at every show we go to, Lance. You know that.
Exactly.
It's
Lance, you missed that Friday night garfish gravy.
I mean, at CatCon,
yeah,
we was in a 10x10 booth, and we had the most people just hanging out talking because we was talking to everybody.
Hey, Danny got them 4s and 5s at the show. He said, "Show them channel cat up in Illinois." But yeah.
What's next, John?
Hey.
You always know there's something next coming.
Hey, there's a lot next coming.
Which thing are you going to tease?
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, I ain't even, man, look, you know, that there's always something going on between River Cat Cycle and Ancient Mariner. We're always cooking up something. And yeah, We are cooking up more.
Yes, technically it's public now. The thing Byron teased
Byron, why
last
you want
night.
to go ahead and tell them bumping rods? I mean, come on.
Byron made that public info last night already.
Yeah, but I was hoping not everybody seen it.
Trying to say my channel don't get no views.
Well, I was just hoping that they wasn't paying that much attention, to the chat, but
how about how good we're talking about this carbon? That ain't nothing compared to what Byron's cooking up for bumping.
Ooh, no, indeed not. Oh, that's coming too, Jeremy. Trust me. It's on the books. Would you like? Okay, Jeremy, since you won't bring that up, would you like me to bring the next one up that Rivercat's got coming? I can bring that one up.
Not sure how deep you dive in on that one, but I feel like it might be far.
Oh, you know which one I'm talking about.
What, hooks?
No, the discussion we had in Vicksburg.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, we're not there. No.
See, you want to go? No.
I don't even want to talk about the category that is.
Nah,
that's way.
That's what I'm saying. It's and the thing about it is, it's what we are doing at Rivercat Tackle and Ancient Mariner is for the fishermen. It's bottom line. All the improvements we make on everything we're doing is for the fishermen. Danny, I ain't told no top secret shit yet, but boy, you keep pushing me, I will.
I'm waiting for John to accidentally say too much on something. I'm like, nope, so I can just yell over him.
I ain't going that far with it. I ain't going that far.
It's a lot. It's a lot, and by CatCon, a lot will be revealed.
Oh, CatCon gonna be something this year.
What's up, Braden? He said good morning.
Like the cats of Riverness. Kind of rolls off the tongue.
You're right, James. They're not ready for CatCon. CatCon is gonna be it's gonna be interesting. I think we're gonna bring something to CatCon's never been brought there before, though. Y'all know what I'm talking about with that one. I think
that statement's more than one thing, really.
Yeah, but yeah.
I know what you're talking about, and we're not talking about that yet.
I think CatCon is the 21st and the 22nd.
February 21st and 22nd, 2025 in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna have to get us we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to get a corner booth and try to position everything right. Because it's gonna be something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep asking John for bigger and bigger booths so we can fit stuff.
Oh yeah, Pat. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna relax the day. We're getting there day early, and I'm gonna leave a day late too, because I ain't getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning and showing up at 2, and get it set up, and then go to bed at about 1 that night, and then back to Keck. No,
I'm bringing the ibuprofen and caffeine again.
No, we are not following Lance to no steakhouse. That ain't happening. Man, we ended up in the middle of downtown Louisville. Man, the traffic. Yeah.
Now John wants to go back to his Cracker Barrel.
No. No. Cold coffee. What the hell wrong with them people? That's fine, James.
Yeah, because since I know Jeremy's guaranteeing he's going, so I'll be riding with him.
Yeah, and hell, the way it's going with all the stuff we're gonna have, it's probably gonna have to rent another trailer or something. Because we're gonna be loaded.
Probably convince Jeremy to tow the little one.
We're gonna have to figure something out. There's a lot of new things coming.
Byron keeps making comments that I'm avoiding reading about what he's bringing for me at CatCon.
Hey, John, what you doing with his hat on, Lance?
Yeah. Hey, this thing got washed this morning. Sitting in 4 hours of rain.
I know, Pet Dog. And you just might have to with all the stuff we got coming, that's for sure.
It's a lot.
Yeah. A lot.
I mean, there are 10-foot crappie rods out right now. We don't talk about them much because there's so much other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we had to make a special live one Sunday on just most of that side of it because we've been heavy into the catfish department so far, and we're gonna have to get on the crappie side and everything. Oh, I got the coffee fire, and you know that.
And when we get in the colder weather, like after Christmas, by then I'll have places where I want to go jigging with them.
Yeah. But hey, look, fire. I'll be rolling into town with 2 pounds, that's for sure. I don't go out of town unless I got 2 pounds of coffee.
Oh, coffee.
Oh yeah. Not that other stuff. That's what keeps me inspiring going. The coffee.
922.
Yeah.
There's three series of rod: Albatross, Challenger, Carbon. The Albatross comes in a heavy. It also comes in 10-foot. It also comes in spinning on the 10-foot. The Challenger comes in 10-foot and 10-foot spinning, and I think it comes in 7/6 spinning too.
That's coming.
There's a lot. Like if you laid out one of every product, there's a lot.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Besides the massive wall of River Cat's terminal tackle.
Yeah. That's true.
Basically one of everything.
Yeah. And if we can find out throughout the community on the River Cat's tackle jerseys, the solid ones, the non-personalized, kind of an idea of about where we at with them, and we'll make an order on them too.
It's not that bad, Danny. Well, to most people it is, but
hey Danny, that's when you know it's good.
Did it get to the sturgeon underneath it? Is that why they were jumping out the water?
It's a possibility. It's possible. Pat don't drink my coffee.
His ceramic cup that he drinks out of with the multiple black rings around it.
Oh, it's stained. Oh yeah, it's stained, and it's gonna stay stained. You put my coffee in a styrofoam cup, and it stains.
Yeah,
I know it did. Parker liked it too.
Yeah.
Parker
I
liked it.
mean,
Hey, Parker liked it enough to drink 2 cups.
You know what else is coming soon, John? What can I say? Lighting?
Yeah.
That's very soon.
Yeah, don't go no further than that. Just think of a Christmas tree. That's all you got to do.
Okay. Presents?
Why, yeah, John boy. We kind of changed up with the that community got some different levels of tight coffee.
James, man, I remember at CatCon when John pulled up. He let me drink. He let me try some. I didn't want to give him his dang container back.
That is. That's the good stuff. That's the stiff one.
No, John
What's
told me
crazy is
he
Audra
drank a
actually
shot of
like,
espresso once and complained that it wasn't strong enough.
yeah, espresso ain't that bad.
Whew, I got the itch to go fishing. I've been bothering James all day looking at piers and places to go red fishing. Have goals.
You said
Yeah.
it's been years for you.
But
Very long
like I
time.
say, we got a lot of new and interesting things coming. Yeah, that was the first time we've ever slept in a department store spot, and that's true. That's true. We got a room at the pyramid with a balcony. Needless to say, we didn't know the balcony overlooked the inside of the store.
Wow, really?
Yeah, yeah.
So they got rooms in the pyramid. Wow.
And it's a lodge in there.
Jeez.
Yeah. Not to mention there's a restaurant on the roof.
Wow.
All the way up in the top.
Oh, there's another restaurant up there?
Yeah. In the
There's a
roof.
catwalk.
No, there's a restaurant up there.
Yeah, braiding red fishing is fun.
Man, y'all keep all them redfish.
Catch everything.
Hey, go for it. All I can say is if the good Lord spares me until the weekend of the 4th in October, there won't be no live. Well, maybe I might make it home in time. Yeah, I should make it home in time to have a live that Sunday.
Take it there's no service where that campsite is.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of service. Plenty of service. We might have to do a late night from the riverbank.
Oh, Lord. That would be fun, actually.
We might have to do a late night from the riverbank. Would it be on a Friday night or a Saturday night? That's the question.
Friday?
Friday night?
Friday night? First night?
I'm good with it. Friday night.
Late night river cat.
Whenever. Just let me know.
Oh, it'll be wild.
Hey, we can have rods out from right there while we're there.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, it'd be a little ways from us, but unless we go down by the edge and do it.
They had the balcony screened off so he couldn't rappel down into the store.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I would pay a lot to see John reeling in like a marlin.
Man, let's
John
get him
trapped into a fight chair for 2 hours.
get him on a big
Saturday,
bull
hey,
rig.
Danny says Saturday night would be better because he's got to work Friday.
Oh.
He gonna be tired. He won't be able to, Saturday night. Then it don't matter to me, Danny.
This is in like a few weeks. This isn't this
Not
week.
this Saturday coming. It's gonna be not this Saturday coming, but the following, the weekend of October the 4th.
Opening weekend of squirrel season.
Yeah.
Squirrel season here started. Who the hell?
All
right. Live on RCT, Lance is about to take care of an intruder. Bring the camera with you.
Yeah, bring it. We won't see who's at the door. All I can say, Lance, if I gotta help whoop somebody's ass, I'm a long ways away.
They go on to get there.
Yeah, Danny, that's fine. We just making sure that you know that it's gonna be that, little bit of ways from
Don't want
us.
anybody waiting for it this weekend, and it's not that yet.
We'll do it that Saturday night so we can really have fun.
Let me find out who that was. They're lucky I didn't answer the door. They would have met my friend.
Smith and Wesson.
You got that right. Nowadays, you can't be too careful.
Hey, meet my brother Ruger. Yeah. But yeah.
Man.
But John disappointed me. I can't squirrel hunt while we're camping.
No, not right now. Not right now.
I was going to bring the squirrel sniper rifle.
That's
that sure ain't my cat. That's Audra's cats.
The spot that we're gonna be is a spot that most people ain't allowed to be around or own, and we got a good standing with the owner of it that flies over in his plane or his helicopter to check it out, and we do right by him, and he does okay by us and not tell us nothing, and allows us to do it.
Yep. Be nice to the landowners.
Yeah. Yeah, when you got a good deal like that going.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. You don't get away with anything over there with him because, like I said, he got his own little airplane and his own little helicopter, and I mean, he's got plenty of money. So, and he
Danny.
Danny gonna hunt deer with corn and a rod and reel. He said he's gonna see if he can reel in a deer with that reel. Yes, indeed. But looks like we done eat up a lot of people's times, I guess.
Because everybody's excited about the carbon rods.
But shit happens, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everybody coming in, hanging out.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And we shall see you guys next week.
And if anybody got any questions on anything, just hit me up or whatever, and I can help you out, or you can hit Tank up. Tank can help you out with a lot of info also. You know, any one of these guys can get you in the right position to help you out. That's for sure.
Yeah. Everybody have a good night. Have a good week. We'll see you next weekend.
Peace.